but you know, not completely unforeseeable to see Comet on this Widow, probably going to be playing the Soldier. You know, I think we know what they're going to be doing. On the other side, we are, just as I said, they're going to be running the triple tank, but with shots on the D.Va here instead of the Reinhardt. Executive playing the Roadhog. So this is interesting. We saw a lot of D.Va being used as kind of a main tank during the what I'll call the D.Va meta in Season 3, where, I mean, I'll be honest, I think I had 49 hours on D.Va that season after not playing her at all, and managed to climb, you know, about 500 SR playing, and it's like, she was very, very good as a main tank. Now we're seeing her being used again as sort of a main tank by a couple of these teams. But the dive already coming up top here. They're going to try to do a drop-down defense here, but we're already seeing GankStars getting on top of them here. Nobody is going to fall from that initial dive, but the payload moving all the time, and now GankStars getting it pushed forward a little bit. We're going to see Executive getting caught way out of position there and taken down. Now is when the dive really is going to be able to go to work, but Ryan being takes a prong of that dive out of it, and I don't think it matters though, as yet. Now all these kills are coming in. No heals available for this Saucy Sqaud defense. They do manage to take down Ghost here, but Ocean gonna go down to Alex. I mean, Trixel's still holding on strong, but yeah, eventually will be taken down himself, and Saucy Sqaud is going to lose his first point very quickly.
Against a triple DPS like this, you can't be out of position at all.
Not at all, and yeah, Purple Panda is going to come in with the Dragon Blade, taking out Flying Space Pig immediately, and now getting onto Ocean. That is going to be 2 down as these split spawns are coming in. Shots does kill Ryan AM, but that's not going to be enough as Purple Panda going huge before being taken down himself.
I think
Payload still moving forward, but
I think they removed the brakes off it.
basically, we are now. It's just going to be shots left. He is going to be reinforced here by this Mercy, but kind of a mistake, I think, for Space to even show his face, as now he is the target, and Flying Space Pig going to be taken down. Shots managed to get away with his own life, but no mercy available. Flying Space Pig has been absolutely bullied this game. Primal Rage coming in from Ghost now. Crystal does get the pulse bomb onto Tommy there, and is at least stalling this card out, not allowing it to move forward here, but Represent going to be taken down. Now the focus is on Trixel. He too will fall, and this is still going to be the side of GankStars pushing forward. Are going to use the sound barrier just to try to close this out here. Shot, last one left here on the point. Flying Space Pig now staying back completely, trying not to even be close to this fight. Trance there to negate all of that follow-up, but Shots getting 2 with the self-destruct here. This is finally what they're looking for to hold on here, as they finally are able to stabilize this payload with that self-destruct. But 4 minutes still on the clock here for GankStars to push that last few meters and into third point. We are going to see some ult available coming online for the side of GankStars. They've got all of their DPS ults, and that should be all they need. I mean, they dropped the pulse bomb without getting anything out of it, but there's Comet taking down Cake with the tactical visor. Shot out of the mech now. Nothing going to be able to answer any of this. The Dragon Blade is coming in now for Purple Panda, taking down Flying Space Pig. They also take down Shots and Ocean, and just going to be the Represent Lucio left on the point. Now pushing it into third point. 4:40 left on the clock here for GankStars to finish out this map, and they are showing no signs of slowing down, taking Executive down very early on that era as well. Going to stagger out his spawn. Space taken down 2. This is absolutely massive. GankStars progression, getting onto Shots as they know there's no mercy heals available, and now they're going to take Shots out of the mech. Now this every bit of it is coming in. The Primal Rage coming in from Ghost, taking down Shots out of the mech, and they are going to lose Purple Panda here, but still Trixel in the back lines going to be able to harass and, you know, doing a little bit of a pincer here to try to close out this defense a little bit. But It's going to be Ocean who ends up in the feed, taking down Comet, and now we are finally, again, going to have to see them backing up. Executive using that Rocket Barrage and not getting anything out of it. Kind of a questionable ultimate there. Definitely not getting the value that you could have had you waited for a good Graviton or something like that. So now not going to have that available. Still with the grab, the Sound Barrier, and the Resurrect for the defense, but 3 ults available now for the attackers as well. Comet switching onto the D.Va just to give them an answer to some of this DPS coming in from the side of Saucy. But Saucy, there we go. Trixel getting that kill onto Ghost with a Pulse Bomb. Saucy finally finding a way to hold on, but Trix getting taken down by his counterpart there. And this is a 5v5 fight should the side of GankStars decide to take it. They are so far playing, pretty reserved, but now I think here it is. This is when the dive comes in. Both Sound Barriers are going to come out here on the cart, as well as the Dragon Blade from Purple Panda. The self-destruct being thrown down on the point by shots only takes down Ghost, but that might be enough. No tank available, no main tank really here for this attacking team. Yeah, now Space going to pick up 2 with that Resurrect, picking up Ocean and Executive. Ocean still holding on to that Graviton, so definitely worth it to get that res. Comet throwing in the self-destruct just to get back in the mech, but definitely a questionable use of the ult. Going to be burned out of it immediately afterwards and then taken down. So despite losing that first point very, very quickly and not holding on to the second very long either, we are seeing the side of Saucy Sqaud holding on here on third point. And now less than 2 minutes available for GankStars to push it in, and a lot of ult available for Saucy Sqaud. We are going to see the Pulse Bomb from Trix being thrown out, not getting anything done with it, but everything still online here for Saucy. They can throw in the Graviton and the Rocket Barrage. They can self-destruct into the Graviton. They have a lot of options, but they can't resurrect anymore. That's that Space being taken down, but Shots getting 2 with the self-destruct. Ocean's going to be taken down as well, but still, I think this is definitely going to be favoring Saucy Sqaud as they are getting the frags they need to stop this progress. Ryan now swapping onto the McCree, and this is what we were talking about. Saucy being able to force the side of GankStars off of their mains, off of what they're used to running, and this is what they need to be doing. Trix does take down Ghost there. Purple Panda trying to take him out with that Dragon Blade, but not going to be able to. Now Purple Panda going to fall as well. This has been an incredible hold on third point here by the side of Saucy, who they have been bringing this back from the brink. That self-destruct from Comet being thrown in does take down Cake, but this res still available for Fly Space Fish. Can bring Cake back at any time. Not going to be necessary though, as Trix does get that kill onto Ryan, taking a lot of the punching power out of this GankStars squad. Graviton thrown in by Ocean, not going to have the follow-up for it, but does take out Purple Panda afterward. The Nano Boost though, now being thrown onto Ghost, who just swapped onto the Reinhardt, and Tommy just swapped onto the Ana, but they managed to make it work. Ryan getting one with the Deadeye, but there's the Resurrect. Flying Space Pig, picking up 3, and that is going to be a very monumental hold coming in from Saucy Sqaud there. That could be the game changer, absolutely. That hold on third point for nearly it was like 4.5 minutes when they pushed it through that second point. And I mean, they still have a lot of ground to cover here on this attack. They still have to push it through the first 2 phases entirely, and then an extra 65 meters in the third phase, but not undoable here for the Saucy Sqaud. And I'm expecting to see pretty much exactly what they're running right now. Maybe have shots on the Winston or on the Reinhardt, but I wouldn't be surprised to see the D.Va to try to knock them off of this high ground effectively. out of the defense, we are going to see a 2-2-2 coming in. Ryan playing his Zarya again. Actually, the first time I've seen the Zarya out of Ryan, but very, very good Zarya. So going to be keeping an eye on him, watching him at probably very high charge, building those grounds up very quickly. We are going to see Comet and Purple on their DPS roles. Ghost, of course, on the Reinhardt. Tommy playing the Ana, which I am pumped to see. But you know, now with this 2-2-2, definitely gonna have to have a little bit more heals.
You should be at peak performance levels. Hello there. You're up the same way. Shot, crushed up.
But let's see what Saucy Sqaud is able to accomplish here on their attack. They're looking up into this top right for that drop down defense, but not going to be seeing it. And so they know that they've got a different plan here. Just pushing the cart all the way here. Cake trying to go in for a cheeky hack there on the Sombra, but going to be slept and then have to translocate out of there in order to stay alive. But we do see Cake now being bullied into this corner. Yeah, not going to be able to get out of there with his life. And now the counter engage coming in from the defense is very, very strong. Taking Space Pig out after another good sleep dart from Tommy, who's hit 2 out of 2 of them so far, and is definitely carrying this team on that hero so far. We Trixel in the backlines right now, looking for anything that he can get going in the meantime, but not going to find anything just yet. And we are going to see a regroup coming in from Saucy Sqaud. They're going to try to isolate. Well, trying to isolate Ghost very quickly, but it's actually Trix who gets isolated. And now we're seeing Comet up on this high ground, and this is where we see Soldier really go to work on this map as GankStars is playing, you know, kind of a modified server room defense. They're playing down in the car wash very heavily as they're able to get these early picks, but they're using the high ground and that hill to their cover, and really, yeah, doing a lot of work to negate the effectiveness of Trix on this Tracer, not letting Executive come in on this Genji and get in on top of them without a challenge. There's the Graviton and the Earthshatter coming in, knocking down 2. They do have Flying Space Pig with the Resurrect, so we'll expect to see Flying come in with it, picks up 3 with it, so that might be the chance, but Shot's going to be taken down, Flying Space Pig taken down as well, and this is a huge defensive play coming in from GankStars. They are absolutely rolling over every single attacking push by the side of Saucy Sqaud right now, and Saucy needs to find an answer. They are, you know, they're running out of time. Trix is going to swap onto the Widowmaker here, but I'm not sure that's it. I'm really not sure that's it. Executive trying to get a little bit going up here on the high ground, but not able to find the shurikens or the swift strikes onto Ninja, and he's going to escape with his life. Trix trying to get something done now on the Widow, but being booped and bopped everywhere, chased down into spawn by Purple Panda, and again, now the counter initiation can come in as it's a 5v6 fight. Yeah, and that's the problem with the Widowmaker. If the Widow's not hitting the shots, then it is literally a 5v6 the entire time that the Widow's on the field. Sound Barrier coming in now, though, for the attack, as they are going to be getting these kills coming in. And actually, we're going to see Flying Space Pig swapping onto the Ana here, which is a very, very good call. Not able to get anything done on the Mercy throughout the entire game, really. And so we are going to see that Ana swap coming in. Finally, we are going to see Saucy Sqaud able to push it through the first point and cap it out, but it took them almost all of their time to do so. And now coming into hangar phase, which is a very, very difficult phase to capture fully. And I mean, if they're able to take this first fight decisively, they're going to be looking at a good chance, but you know, they're definitely going to need to win this first fight so that they don't get stalled out pushing through these doors. But there's the Earth Shatter taking down 2, 3, and that is the first fight absolutely going the way of the GankStars here, as only one member of Saucy is even going to escape with their life. It's not even one. Represent going to be taken down very late there. Trix finally swapping onto the Soldier 76, but I don't know. It might be too little too late here. Now they're gonna need to try to find some way to push into this point through one of 4 narrow choke points, and it's not gonna be easy for them. The Graviton coming in now from the defense. The follow-up not really there. Now the counter grab is there for the attackers, as well as the nano boost onto Shots, but Shots taken down very, very low. Gonna have to just stand there with the shield up for the most part and not get a whole lot of value out of that nano. Does have his Earth Shatter up though and ready to go for this next fight. So a minute and a half left on the clock here for Saucy Sqaud to finish out this map, or sorry, finish out this part of the map. And they do have a little bit of an ultimate advantage, but the nano visor is available here for the defense. Comet going to use it, and no, he's gonna get slept. Comet taking a nap, well nano boosted in the visor, and that might be enough. Well, kills are being traded out here. It doesn't matter. Ghost landing a money fire strike, taking out both supports, and that is going to be the side of GankStars holding strong here in this hanger phase. 50 seconds left on the board here for Saucy Sqaud to push through. Otherwise, they will lose their first match in an amateur gamers tourney ever. And I know Saucy, after all the trash talking they were doing at the end of the last tourney, they don't want that, man. They don't want that. They don't want to have to eat their words here. So they are going to be looking for a chance to break through here. Trix does have the tactical visor available, but he is getting bullied off of this high ground. They are not going to let him get it off for easy. The Earth Shatter does come in from Ghost, but going to be answered with the tactical visor, only getting 1 though with it. So this is 3 kills going the way of the defense. Dragon Blade coming in from Purple Panda to clean this up. Just going to be Executive Cake left on this payload, trying to get his own Dragon Blade up so that he can stall this out. Gets onto the point, but now Purple burned down by Ryan Am on this Zarya, and that is going to be this first map of Watchpoint Gibraltar going the way of GankStars, going up 1-0 in our finals. Finally taking a map off of Saucy Sqaud. Nano boosted Reinhardt into a small area like that. It's pretty freaking terrifying.